Okay, so we have another harder example for simplifying rational expressions. Let's say you're given that the function of x is x over x plus 1. Find the function of x plus h minus fx. And that's all over h. Now, at first, some people this might be extremely daunting. They ask themselves, "What am I to do?" I don't know what to plug into what. There's so many x's, so many f's. To go crazy. Well, actually, if you look closely, it's actually not that bad. Okay, so f of x, this is defined as a fraction of x over x plus 1, right? So if you want to find the function of x plus h, you're going to essentially set every x in here. For every x, you're going to plug in x plus h. So you'd get x plus h over x plus h plus 1. And that's what happens when you find f of x plus h using f of x, and then you're going to subtract f of x, which is just an unmodified x over x plus 1. And that's all over h. Okay, so from here, you want to once again get a common denominator of x plus 1 times x plus h plus 1 as a common denominator for the top fraction. So right now, I would simplify the top fraction. It'd be x plus 1 times x plus h. You're going to subtract x times x plus h plus 1. And then this is all over the common denominator, as I said earlier. X plus h plus 1 times x plus 1. Alright. Oh, sorry. X plus 1. Okay, so now you want to simplify this, and then when you simplify this, you just distribute. Also, make sure you still actually still have the denominator h, so you're multiplying this whole thing actually by 1 over h also. Okay, so when you simplify this, you get x squared plus, you get x squared plus xh plus x plus h. And that's what happens when you fold that. Minus x squared plus, minus. So you need to be careful. X squared minus xh, right? You're just distributing minus x. And this is all over the same common denominator, which I'm just going to symbolize with that, because you're not changing it yet. Now, this whole thing, the first thing you must do is just cancel out or simplify this, see, you see an xh over here, you cross that out, you see an x squared here, cross that out, negative x, same here, so you're left with just an h. So now you're left with just an h over the common denominator of above, which is the common denominator of right here, h over x plus h plus 1 times x plus 1. And then you're multiplying still with the 1 over h, because if you recall over here, this whole thing's over h. Multiplying by 1 over h. And once again, if you have the same term on the top and the bottom, you can just simply cross it out. So essentially this is just doesn't exist. now you're left with this 1 over x plus h plus 1 times x plus 1. X plus 1. So x plus h plus 1 times x plus 1. And that would be the full answer that would give you full credit on a test. So yeah, sorry, plus 1.